He was provoked. A fresh perspective on Jeff Shaw's scuffle with protesters at State Parliament.
I think everybody would condemn that sort of behaviour from all those involved.
Another day, another delay as the US stumbles towards default. A desperate call for help as the Goulburn Valley's big canneries fall on hard times.
The clock's certainly ticking, for sure. Businesses have got to make profits.
And the race to save the rarest of plants, Melbourne's spider orchid.
We're down to 2 on the planet. We had a couple of dozen a couple of decades ago.
Good evening, Ian Henderson with ABC News. New video footage has emerged which shows Frankston MP Jeff Shaw was provoked before lashing out at a group of protesters at State Parliament yesterday. In an unusual move, the Parliamentary Speaker Ken Smith has released CCTV vision of the incident. It shows Mr Shaw was manhandled and pulled by the same protester who was later pushed to the ground. More from our state politics reporter, Francis Bell.
Parliament security cameras captured the incident in full. As Jeff Shaw approaches the building, he has an exchange with the taxi industry protesters before some of them surround him. One of them, 74-year-old John Zammit, grabs him on the arm and tries to pull him down the steps. It's the same man who was later pushed and fell to the ground.
I didn't punch him, okay? I didn't punch him. Say if I touched his arm, like you're saying. I didn't punch him. He was the one who was kicking me like a cow when I was on the floor.
What we saw yesterday was an ugly incident on the steps of Parliament House. I think everybody would condemn that sort of behaviour from all those involved.
Jeff Shaw was absent from Parliament today, but it's understood he gave his account of the incident in an interview with police this afternoon. The Frankston MP also saw his doctor.
I think he just wanted to have a bit of a check-up. I think he was a bit worried about his blood pressure, which I would have been worried about mine too.
There were no protective services officers on hand to deal with the incident because it happened during a shift change. They've now been told to ensure at least 2 officers are on duty during any protest. A review of parliamentary security is already underway and changes are being considered.
In regard to getting an entrance where members can come in and not have to go through that, but understanding that this is a reasonably isolated incident.
I think it'd be a sad day if we had a situation where security for this building to protect people like Jeff Shaw and to protect the government from embarrassment had to be tightened to the point like it is in other parts of the world.
Police are still investigating and despite some protesters requiring medical attention, they vowed to maintain their parliamentary vigil. Francis Bell, ABC News, Melbourne.